With 2023 right around the corner, I wanted to recreate one of my all-time most popular videos here on my channel, and that is what are the 3 most profitable niches on Etsy updated for 2023. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, then hello, my name is Cassie Johnson, and I'm a full-time Etsy seller and now business coach here on YouTube. And since starting my Etsy print-on-demand business in 2020, I've now sold over $700,000 worth of print-on-demand products on Etsy. I started this channel to share a step-by-step process of how I was able to do that in an easily digestible way for anyone who's never started a business before. If you like no fluff, in-depth tutorials like this, then please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you can see all the content I released this year to help you be successful in your business. The first niche that I recommend selling in for 2023 to make extra sales this year is actually the only niche that made it to my list this year again, and that is bachelorette party shirts. This is such a huge category on Etsy because over the years, Etsy has really become known to be the go-to place for everything wedding related. Very few other places on the internet sell matching bachelorette shirts, especially personalized ones and super specific ones for certain locations or certain themes. This is also a super great niche to get your average order volume up because most bridal parties have 6 to 12 people in them. So instead of just getting 1 sale per listing, every time a bachelorette party listing sells, it's typically anywhere between 3 or 4 sales, all the way up to 12 or 15 sales every time. The bachelorette shirt buying season really peaks from about May to August, but bachelorette shirts do sell all year round if you make designs for all of the different holidays, seasons, and themes that are popular throughout the year. So definitely don't skip out on making them for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and beyond. Just imagine getting 3 to 4 sales a day on your bachelorette listings. Since all of those are for multiple shirts, that could mean 20 to 40 average sales per day in the peak selling season with just a few best-selling listings. Now, you may not find your very best-selling listing for bachelorette shirts the first one or even the first 10 that you make. You really want to branch out and try and niche down or combine different niches with bachelorette shirts. That way you can break through the saturation and stand out in the search results. A great place to find these different themes or locations that are popular for bachelorette shirts are places like Pinterest, theknot.com, or Zola.com. Let's take this article on Zola.com for example. Lots of websites like this release different lists of the top bachelorette party themes to have in 2023 or the best locations to go to for your bachelorette party. And these are the types of lists that brides are using to pick these destinations. So it does make sense that we would use the same lists to make shirts for them for the exact ones recommended. So for example, they're doing Last Splash Mermaid Bash, Bohemian Bash Party, Let's Get Nautical, Bride's Final Fiesta, Glamping Girls Weekend, Tropic Like It's Hot. So this would be a great resource to actually use in making your bachelorette designs. But there's tons of other lists like this on the internet that you can use to find inspiration. The second niche that I saw selling really well on Etsy in 2022 that I see every reason for it to continue into 2023 is actually hobbies. I know this sounds super general, but once you start niching down and finding some of these lesser known or lesser common hobbies, people that do these types of activities are very, very passionate about what they do. And when their family and friends want to buy them gifts, they buy them presents for that hobby. So let's take me for example. One thing that I was really obsessed with when I was little, and maybe now if you can guess, is elephants. And so because I liked elephants, for every birthday, Christmas, holiday, I would get tons of elephant gifts as presents. And that's still true today and when people are giving gifts. Etsy is a huge gift-giving platform, so if you can help give those people a great gift to give to the person that they love and that has to do with something that they're passionate about, you will make a ton of sales. Let's take one example, which is the baking niche. Some people love, love, love to bake, and so people love to buy them gifts for people that bake. So let's look up this one as an example. So baking shirts, there's over 44,000 results for baking shirts. But let's go ahead and filter this and we'll click best sellers. and we'll click apply. And this says there's 583 results with ads that are best sellers on Etsy. So not every single one of these is a bestseller. Some of them are actually paid for ads, but over 500 bestsellers in the baking niche is a really good indication that this is a very good selling niche that you could add to your store today. But this one is a more obvious one. Feel free to sell designs in the baking niche as well, but I want you to try and find your own lesser known hobbies that you can design for, that you can make a ton of money this year. Some examples of things to look for are sports, crafts, animals, and really anything else that people are passionate about. Before we jump into the last niche for today, please take a moment if you are ready to crush Etsy and print on demand in 2023 and make it your year to write 2023 down in the comments below. And make sure to take a moment to subscribe if you're enjoying this video so far. My third niche that I recommend selling on Etsy in 2023 is actually the personalization niche. I know this may not sound like a niche at all since it is very general, but trust me, if you add some personalized items to niches that don't already have personalized options available, this can be a great way to stand out in the search results and get even more sales than your competition. Etsy is a lot of people's go-to place to get personalized gifts. If you think about it, you can't go to Walmart or Target or Amazon and really easily get personalized items to give to someone as a present. Etsy has really become the place to go for these items, and so if you can offer them in your store, you will get extra sales. So let's take a look at a listing that is a perfect example of mixing together selling in the hobbies category, like that baking example, but then adding that personalized touch to it to get extra sales. So this one here is selling a personalized baking apron. This is going to make the perfect gift to give someone for the holidays, for their birthday, for Mother's Day, or even just as a random just because gift. And you can see how this one's really going to stand out in the search results compared to one that maybe just has a funny baking saying on it. So let's take a look at the analytics for this listing. So I do use an Everbee Chrome extension. Everbee is an optional tool you can get for your Etsy business that helps you analyze the search results and really understand what's selling best on Etsy. I do have a link in the description below for you with a free trial. So it's built right into Chrome. That's what this little blue sidebar is. And you'll come here when you're hovering on a listing and click Product Analytics. This is going to bring up a lot of information. So this is a 9-month-old listing. It has 200 reviews. It is 700 favorites, and they're estimated it sold over 978 times on the Etsy platform in only 9 months. So hopefully this really shows you what the potential for these personalized items can be if you add them to your store. But please, after watching this tutorial, don't go make a personalized baking apron, because then you're going to be directly competing with another huge listing that has hundreds of reviews. The real magic in the advice that I'm giving you today is finding a niche that doesn't have any personalized options on the first page and being the first one to add being able to do a custom name, a custom location, a custom year, anything like that to it, or even custom colors. And you can really stand out against the competition if you can be the first one to add that to it. Now, fulfilling custom and personalized items once your business scales up to making lots of sales per day can be a little bit more daunting. So while I think this is a great way to grow your business in the beginning, it's not the most scalable option. So I wouldn't recommend building an entire store based around personalization, but I do think this is a good supplement to help build your store and beef it up while you're still working on getting your first sales and your first reviews. But eventually, during Q4 and the holidays, if you're getting 100 orders a day and they're all personalized, that can end up taking a lot of your time. Now, there's always options like hiring designers on Fiverr.com or Upwork.com to help fulfill and make these custom orders for you, or even hiring a virtual assistant or paying a friend or family member to help with it. I know if you're just getting started with your business, it's probably hard to imagine hiring employees one day to help you, but if you do get to this point where you're getting really bogged down with the everyday mechanics of just getting your orders put through every day, then this can be a good sign that it's time to hire someone for help. That way you can continually to exponentially scale your business. And make sure if you don't know how to make personalized listings and use Printify and print on demand to make these personalized orders, because next week I will be releasing a new full personalized tutorial on my channel. So that way it'll walk you through exactly how to make these personalized orders if you don't know already. I hope this video gives you a lot of motivation and excitement of what to add to your store in 2023 to help break through that saturation and offer something just a little bit different than what's already in the search results to make extra sales in your store for 2023. And if you haven't gotten started yet with your print-on-demand business, or you're feeling overwhelmed with trying to figure out how all of the beginning steps fit together, then I will link down below my new mini course that actually walks you through the process of setting up your Etsy store, setting up Printify, connecting them, even finding your first design to make, how to design, and making your very first listing. So that is completely free for you down in the description below to help you get started. And as always, thank you so much for staying all the way until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.